Madisson Hausburg is pregnant. The Siesta key star took to Instagram to announce that she and her husband, Ish Soto, are expecting their second child together. Quote, "One in our hearts, one in my belly. Baby number 2 due in 2024. Madisson wrote alongside a photo of the couple holding up their baby's sonogram and their late son's ashes. Madisson delivered their first son, stillborn at 37 weeks, in December 2021. The couple named their son Elliot Angel Soto. The 29-year-old has been super open with fans about the heartbreaking experience. Back in May 2022, the reality star spoke with Access Hollywood and shared how she and Ish have supported one another through their tragic loss.
I mean, Ish and I have been tested since the beginning. We really have been put through a lot. But obviously, this is the greatest test any marriage, especially right off the bat. I was 7 months pregnant at our wedding, and then 2 months later I delivered Elliot stillborn, and it just really has strengthened us so much. I couldn't be more appreciative of my husband. He just is the most incredible partner, and he really gets me through the days. It's pretty amazing.
You do have your love to get through this together. And like I said, the season finale, we're going to see your wedding. Are you excited to relive it? Are you, what kind of emotions are you feeling watching your wedding back?
Our wedding was the most amazing day. So I am really excited to have that and to relive that. And it's also one of the last memories that I have with my son when he was alive. So I am excited seems like the wrong word, but I'm ready to see it unfold. And I think it could be healing, just having that to always look back on.
1,000%. I mean, I feel like you have such this positive perspective on this because you did have this journey and you get to watch it back, and Elliot will always, be with you. And I don't want to obviously put words in your mouth, but
no, that's exactly how I feel.
You've also been open about trying to have another baby. If you are okay talking about it, okay, where do you guys stand on that journey right now?
So we are still trying. I'm 5 months out of giving birth, and so my body is still adjusting, and it's really difficult because I do have this love-hate relationship with my body these days. In some ways, as a mother, I feel that it failed me, but in other ways, I'm very proud of what it created. It created the most beautiful baby in the world. So it's really tough. And I want to be gentle with myself, but it's hard some days. And I know lost moms do deal with a lot of guilt and a lot of that we can tend to be difficult on ourselves. But I think that's just grief. But we are actively trying, and it is disappointing, to say the least, when I wake up to take a pregnancy test and it's negative, which we've had 3 of those now. So we're really, really hoping that, every month, maybe we will see that positive. But I do want to say that being pregnant again is not something I want to do to replace Elliot. It's just entirely, for me, it feels like it has to be, it really is part of my healing process. I just really crave having that baby in my arms that I don't have right now. So yeah, I would really love to have that, hopefully sooner than later.
Well, I'm praying for you guys. I know fans, I know they've all just been loving and supporting you during all of this, and they just want you to be happy. And of course, nothing would replace Elliot. Nothing could replace Elliot. Have you found a little community that you're able to okay, you're nodding. Okay.
I mean, the community that I found really has saved me these past 5 months. I knew nothing about stillbirth, nothing about baby loss. Coming out of that hospital, leaving after giving birth, and hearing babies next door crying, hearing families cheering, and then me leaving empty-armed was really traumatizing. And when you leave, I left with no community, nothing. I was completely alone. And And I found on social media so many other lost moms who really I connected with immediately because we've gone through such a unique experience. And I really feel like without them, I don't know how I would have gone through this.
Well, that is, a community really does help you and push you through. And I love also that you said earlier that your Siesta Key cast members are so loving and so supportive. You're going back to Florida. I assume you guys are going to start filming the next season, maybe. Is there anything you're looking forward to doing with your group of girlfriends?
Well, if there's another season and if I go back, I'm obviously looking forward to just being with them and being around, people again. It's been really hard for me to socialize. So I think I'm ready, to start seeing friends again and being around people who love me. And also sharing stories about Elliot and talking about him is always so wonderful. And I know all of those girls, they love asking questions about him. And that's something I appreciate so much. And it's so often people are, they're scared because they don't want to upset me, or, they think that it's only a bad thing. But it's not. And I really want to emphasize that Elliot is my child, and I love talking about him. Yes, it brings me to tears, but it's also my favorite thing to talk about. I still want to talk about how cute his nose was. I still want to talk about the color of his hair. I'm still his mom, and I have all those same feelings that like new mothers have. Like, I'm very proud of my son. So I think that's something I really want to drive home for people who have friends who have gone through this, or family who have gone through this. Like, please continue talking about our babies. Like, we don't want our babies to be forgotten.
What a powerful thing to say. Because to be completely honest, going into this interview, I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what kind of questions to ask, what kind of things, but you being so open is just yes, because Elliot is your baby, and he is the cutest baby. The photos that you've posted, I'm like, the nose, cutest.
I think so too.
so sweet. Well, I really want to applaud you for just being such a strong mom, a woman. Like, we need more of that. We need people to be open and honest about this stuff because it's not a taboo topic. And I love also that MTV, I think you said something about this where, MTV is showing your pregnancy, and you applaud them for that.
Yeah. And thank you for also, bringing me on and being willing to talk about this. Like, you are also helping breaking the stigma, because there is such a stigma against, death. People hate the word like my baby, like people don't want to say like your baby died, like he did die. And like, I don't say that to be, shocking, but I say that because it also means that he lived. And so I think that's like really important that we are able to talk about that. Like, death is very real and it should be talked about.